When CU Boulder announced NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders as head football coach this past offseason, alums, former players, and students could hardly contain their excitement.
People are hungry and they're starving for wins here.
Oh my God, yeah. My parents were looking to get a game to go next year, and it's like $300 a ticket. Like, it's the same thing as going to see a headliner at Red Rocks.
Preparations for the Coach Prime era at CU football began immediately.
It brings a whole different set of problems and issues that we haven't faced in a long time, right? We're going to have a sold-out stadium for every single one of our games, and that comes with different issues that we need to be able to mitigate. But again, we are incredibly excited. I mean, they're all great problems to have, right? It's going to be a really, really exciting fall here in Boulder.
The off-season moves didn't end there for the Buffs. This summer, they also ditched the Pac-12 and headed back to the Big 12.
Rick George gave the Pac-12 every opportunity to present a media-friendly deal that would benefit the University of Colorado. And when it didn't come to fruition, I think on the Pac-12 media days, I think that was the final straw for Rick.
CU's departure triggered a wave of movement among other schools from conference to conference, and that's where our 360 look at the college conference shakeup begins.
The landscape of college athletics is just shifting, and it happens really, really quick.
Mega conferences have now emerged nationwide, and the Pac-12 has all but vanished. First, losing USC and UCLA to the Big Ten, then CU to the Big 12, followed by Oregon and Washington to the Big 10, then Arizona, Arizona State, and Utah to the Big 12, and then just this week, Stanford and Cal to the ACC, leaving only 2 schools left in the crippled Pac-12.
The days of the regional conferences are gone. If you rest on your laurels and say, oh man, this is a bad thing for college athletics, then you're just going to fall behind.
The ripple effect is being felt everywhere, including just 50 miles north of Boulder in Fort Collins, where the CSU Rams are preparing for a new season and schedule that includes a renewed in-state matchup with the Buffs.
We got a bunch of in-state players that are really excited about having that game back on the schedule. Our fans, I think it's great for the state of Colorado, the excitement of that game. Coach Deion brought a lot of excitement, but I think that's really good for the state of Colorado. I think it's good for us to get the chance to play that game on ESPN.
In just his second year at CSU, head coach Jay Norvell has high expectations of himself and his team.
We're a full inch taller at every position. We're a much different looking team.
As for the conference shakeup, Norvell and Sanders are measured in their response to that.
Everybody just needs to relax, really. It really is about building a quality program.
Man, I don't care nothing about no different teams moving up. We trying to win, man. I don't care where we play.
Okay,
I don't care what conference, who we're playing against. We're trying to win.
We want to be the best team in the Mountain West.
An attitude shared from sport to sport here at CSU.
You hear it, you understand the landscape of college athletics. It's changed unbelievably here in the last couple of years. But the way I look at it is the best thing you can do is be the best at where you are right now.
In Boulder, the conference shakeup is also embraced from sport to sport.
And I think that there'll be some excitement to go to different places and to play in different venues against different competitions.
The Big 12 was the #1 RPI conference last year and had the national champion come out of it. So it's not like it's a step down in any way. It's going to be great volleyball.
Former players like CSU basketball standout Nico Carvacho say better competition should always be the goal.
Obviously, you want to go to the highest level. You want to play the best players, best competition, have bigger teams come in. You can never go wrong with moving up.
Back at CU, the move back to the Big 12 is viewed as a huge win for the student athletes, especially when you consider travel time.
We looked at it from every single different lens, and on average, our student athletes will be traveling less for each of the conference opponents that they'll be playing.
The move didn't come without controversy. Oregon head football coach Dan Lanning said CU would hardly be missed.
I mean, I'm trying to remember what they won to affect this conference.
That comment drew mixed reaction from former CU standouts like Darian Hagan.
How did he get through that mess?
Quarterback of CU's only national championship football team, which won in 1990.
Darian Hagan has built some hopes for Colorado.
I took it disrespectful. We've had our ups and downs, in the Pac-12. I don't think he needed to say anything. Most of the guys that he inherited, he didn't recruit.
On the other hand, CU standout Lance Carl had a different reaction.
He's a new coach to the conference. He's played us, I think, 1 or 2 times, defeated us handily, looked at our record in the Pac-10 or Pac-12, and gave his honest assessment of where he thinks we are. I didn't think it was a controversial statement. I just think he sounds like an honest guy.
Both Hagan and Carl are now part of the athletics staff here at CU, a program they still believe in wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I was part of Bill McCartney's first recruiting class in '83. Back when Bill McCartney was here, it was the McCartney way or the highway. And I see similar, like I said, attributes with Coach Sanders as well.
The Buff way or the highway. You know, he's not going to sugarcoat anything. Right now.
One thing is certain among both Buffs and Rams. Fall football always holds a promise that these revamped programs can bring college football prowess and prominence back to Colorado. In Fort Collins.
We got to start the season fast.
And in Boulder.
I'm excited for our fans who fill this stadium.
I'm Russell Haythorne.
They want that feeling back because there's nothing like watching the game at Folsom Field in the fall.
For Denver 7.